Well, it's going to be a two-state solution here in the next week or so. Are we going to have two separate states, a Palestinian state and a state of Israel?
We saw it didn't work last time. We tried.
Well, you know, it might be just a little bit more complicated than you think. Let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
TGR News, broadcasting from the State of Israel.
Welcome back to TGR News.
Hello, hello.
Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do here. It is such a blessing. I say it over and over because it's true. I am not able to articulate just how big of a deal it is. What you guys do here is such an amazing thing. You know, to be able to be the body of Christ giving to the Jewish people here in the state of Israel the food that they need. You know, we receive these families through social workers that work with the schools and finds them from the kids. And so it's these children that are being fed. It's just such an amazing thing. Yeah. And to be able to be from the body of Christ to show them love during the time where it seems like the whole world is against us, it's just an amazing and unbelievable thing to be a part of. And it's humbling to be a part of. Yeah. And we thank you guys so much. And it's in my daily prayers that the Lord will bless all of you guys.
Yes, and actually we grow. We added more families this week.
Amen.
Thanks to you guys. Thanks to the Lord and thanks to you guys. We're growing and feeding more families in the state of Israel.
Absolutely. We continue to grow because you guys continue to grow.
Yes.
And if you haven't and you want to be part of this and allow us to continue to grow and feed more and more people and do other wonderful things that we're a part of here in the state of Israel, there are links below all of these videos to the Patreon page and to the Support Us page. Or all you got to do, like it's written down here at the bottom, go to your web browser and type in thegoldenreport.com and you can go to the Support Us page there and figure out whichever way is best for you. It is an amazing thing. It's just so wonderful to be a part of. It's just beautiful. Let's get into it.
Yes, let's do it.
This week, Trump presented a resolution in the UN to begin the path of a two-state solution here in Israel, to take away the land of Israel and give it to the same Arabs that's doing their best over and over again to kill us. Of course, the UN immediately voted yes to a resolution because they have already proven that they will do anything that will anyway contribute to the destruction of the state of Israel. The world does not understand the two-state solution to its depth. And you see, after this was voted in, the whole world would probably expect that the Arabs would be rejoicing and Israel would condemn it. When actually what happened was the exact opposite. Netanyahu showed support publicly to this deal, while the Arabs, the Israeli Arabs, Hamas, and the Arab authorities, they immediately came out saying, "No way, Jose, we don't want this deal."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we've always said. It's like 8 times. Now it's been that we're almost, you could say 9 times at this point, where Israel has offered a two-state solution, and the Arabs said no. And the reason is they do not want a two-state solution. They want one state. They want all Jews dead, and they want it all to themselves.
Actually, in 2008, they got so much better deal. They got from Olmert, Ehud Olmert offered them most of Jerusalem on the eastern part and divided areas, international, and 92% of the what's called West Bank, Judea and Samaria. And still they said no.
Yes.
So if they say no to this one, the better option, now when we're just talking about path to Palestinian state, of course they say no. They also say no because the same resolution talked about demilitarization,
of course,
international force inside Gaza, and maybe that's why Benjamin Netanyahu agreed, and plus he tried to ignore the other part.
Even without that, the de-arming part, they still would have disagreed just like they did 8 times ago. I'm telling you, most people see it like it's big bad, I'm talking about the anti-Semitics, right? Not probably anyone watching this video, but most people believe it's the big bad Israel that is just apartheid or whatever, that's not allowing Arabs anything, when the fact is time after time we've said, here's, take it, and they said, we don't want part of it, we want all of it, because we want all of you dead, and we don't want two state, we want one state, and that's their state.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Well, you know, this Trump, the same Trump last year was saying, let's dislocate all the Arabs out of Gaza and take it all for ourselves, and was put into the Israeli topic of where people actually thought it might be possible to actually take out and finish this problem with Gaza. Well, that same Trump 1 year later looks like he turned to 180.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do not believe, and not, by the way, this what I'm about to say is not common in Israel. Most Israelis are starting to look at Trump like, but I myself, I do not believe Trump has turned against Israel. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I think there's something big going on.
I hope so. I also don't believe Trump is against Israel. I believe, first of all, about the relocation or dislocation.
Yep.
It's our fault. It's our fault
100%.
that we didn't jump on the train, how you say,
Absolutely.
and use while
That's a good point.
Trump was, how you say, strike when it's hot?
Yes, that's exactly how you say it. And you're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. You cannot fault President Donald Trump for not going through with sticking with these plans that would have probably been, in my opinion, the best outcome for the state of Israel, when he did all he could do to do it, and then Netanyahu didn't do it.
Yeah.
Just didn't back up with action and say, okay, thank you, President Trump. We will start dislocating and moving these Arabs out of Gaza to all these other countries.
Yeah.
Because Trump did everything he could at that time to make it work.
Yeah.
Netanyahu, so that's a very good point. So yeah, I think he's just looking for a resolution, looking for how to get this thing over and done with.
Yeah.
And let's not forget scriptures. Many believe that there's going to have to be a two-state solution. So if that's true, well then there you go. You can't get around that. A very interesting turn of events is that on this vote in the UN that is so clearly anti-Israel, both China and Russia took a sustained vote. Otherwise, basically didn't vote yes, almost pro-Israel, it looks like, right? You would expect these countries to be quick to vote any anti-Israel motions. That's very interesting, but I think it just shows you how much it's all politics. I think most of that, the reason they didn't vote yes for the two-state solution, was not because they're pro-Israel and do not want to do anything bad to Israel, as much as it's just more important to them to be anti-Trump, and because it was Trump's resolution and Trump's motion, they couldn't muster up the ability to vote yes.
Yeah. I agree, 100%.
That's it.
But it is interesting to see shifts or
these micro shifts.
Yes, little things that work, and you never know who is against who, right? Well, this week President Trump said that he will definitely sell F-35 jets to Saudi Arabia in order to continue the Abraham Accords and to grow his peace in the Middle East that he is so determined to accomplish. So, well, it's also money. It's also money. It's a big deal with it's also not only the jets, it's the tanks, it's many AI technologies. It's a big deal. I understand Trump as a businessman knows what's best for America, and he wanted to make deals like, he's the master of the deal, right? So I understand that, but the F-35 sale is a big deal for Israel.
Yes, it is.
It's a big deal for Israel.
It's huge. Now, these things this week look bad. Now, and this F-35s is very bad. Saudi Arabia is right next door to us. Give them stealth jets we can't see coming. That's very, very bad. This technology from Saudi Arabia and UAE is just one hop skip away from the hands of Iran, China, Russia. It's just, looks very, very bad. But let's be honest about this one as well, because there has been many times where things like this come out, but it never actually happens. That happened. Now that's true. So maybe, and plus we know that in this deal that Trump said he was going to give F-35s, there was a self-destruct button that was supposed to be put into it. It was in the paperwork where America had the ability to self-destruct if they did anything they didn't agree with, and Saudi Arabia didn't agree with that. Obviously, who would? So there was all kinds of, who knows? But I'll tell you one thing. Looks can be deceiving. Do not judge a book by its cover. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm taking away from this week and all the events that's happened this week. Because if you just look at this book by the cover and judge the book by the cover, Trump has gone anti-Israel. He's against Israel. He's against us. I don't believe us. We've said it. I don't believe that's what we're witnessing. If we see Trump push and actually make a two-state solution in Israel, if we see Trump start handing out all to F-35 and extremely sophisticated war jets and everything else to the enemies of Israel that will attack Israel, if we see all that actually happen, then yes, I will be the first to say Trump has gone anti-Israel. He's gone off the rails. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing something else. I think there's something going on that we just don't know about.
Yeah, you told me. Wise men told me.
Oh my, here we go.
You don't listen to what the people say. You look what they do. Watch what they do. Exactly. Yep. So we still don't know what he's gonna do. We're just talking.
Yep. So it's an interesting week. Well, the state of the nation after this week is low. It really is. In the past 2 years, Israelis have seen the whole world, and I mean the whole world. If you don't remember, just look back a few weeks ago at the UN when the whole world turned their backs on Israel and walked out when Netanyahu started talking. And so they watched the whole world turn their backs on us and even took steps to act on the destruction of the state of Israel. The one thing that we had was that the U.S. was with us, Trump was on our side, and now they believe that they are seeing the end of that, with Trump making new best friends with Saudi Arabia and calling for Israel to give up her land, right? So the Israelis are not all, most Israelis I think are a little bit worried about what they're seeing. The sadness in the air, you can say, and they're scared also because United States is our biggest ally and we depend on it. You can say whatever you want, but we depend on the United States. We need it. We need a good relationship. We need the protection, and it feels like we've been abandoned. As you said, well, first of all, we know the end. Yeah.
So it helps.
Yes, it does.
But also, as you said, things underneath or in the background are more important than what's been said and what it looks like. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Time will tell what's going on. And 70%, just the latest poll that been in left and right in Israel, left and right, 70% of Israelis against two-state solution, for sure. Of course. And after the 7th of October, it just give them, the Arabs, more land to advance against us, right? So to improve their positions, and next time they will attack us, it's going to be really bad, because if we give them Judea and Samaria, we will be left with very, very narrow little line between the sea
and what was called the West Bank.
And what was called.
Yeah.
And it's exactly. It's strategically, it's very,
Highway
very
6,
bad.
by the way, would be the border.
Yeah.
In that area.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Well, the Hezbollah. Let's talk about Hezbollah. The situation.
Are we going back to war?
It's interesting, right? The situation with Hezbollah in Lebanon is not good as well. After Lebanese government finally admitted they cannot demilitarize Hezbollah, they started attacking Israel over, like talking attack, not attacking, over our attacks in Lebanon. And we keep attacks Lebanon, not Lebanon itself, but the Hezbollah members.
Targets, yeah.
Israel responds, additionally to our usual attacks on cars and motorcycles of Hezbollah, Air Force heavily attacked today Hezbollah facilities. It was actually pretty heavy attack. And last night, Israel attacked Hamas targets in Palestinian camp in southern Lebanon. So maybe our viewers don't know, maybe you don't know, guys, but in Lebanon, you have Palestinian camps,
Yes.
refugee camps. Those Palestinian refugee camps don't have any like in Israel, you know, they have the Palestinian authorities, so they can, they have, how you say, benefits. That's
the word. You know?
Yeah, that's so rights, civilian rights. Those Palestinians in Lebanon don't have any rights. They live in the camps.
Are you meaning they're on apartheid and is in
Oh
Lebanon?
no, Lebanon is apartheid. Come on, it's just ridiculous how people don't look to the, you know. But last night, Israel attacked this camp where you have Hamas targets inside the camps. And of course, Hamas claimed that we attacked soccer field with a bunch of children, but it's not true. We attacked Hamas in Lebanon. And actually, we knew that the Lebanese government won't be able, and don't want actually, to demilitarize
Yeah. Hezbollah.
Hezbollah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. So now they admit it, and I think it's good. And Israel is out of patience, and actually, American officials also out of patience with Lebanon. And while Lebanese government attacked Israel, condemns our attacks, and actually call us enemy, many Americans officials openly said that this is not okay, that Lebanese government call us enemies. It's not, you know, we have ceasefire and everything. So it looks like if we're gonna go to war, like you said, maybe we're going to war.
Back with Hezbollah.
We're gonna be backed up fully by United States because.
Yep. Well, it's inevitable that we're going to go back to war. So it's just there's no way around it. It's just a matter of when. It's not if, it's when. Back to war with Hezbollah, back to war with Hamas, back to war with Iran, back to war. It's not, none of these is a matter of if it's going to happen, it's just when and how.
And Iran is actually 24/7
Getting
rebuilding their facilities.
Everyone is. That's what we keep telling you. We say it over and over. Israel, we don't give them the kill shot. We don't just finish it off and knock them out. We let them regroup, which means we just have to go back to war again. Yep. Well, we talked about a lot. You got anything else you want to add?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for everything you guys do here with this ministry. It's just wonderful to be a part of it. We are growing because of you, and help us to continue to grow. God bless you all. Don't forget to join us on thegoldenreport.com. And until next time,
Shabbat Shalom.
God bless.